Retro Road Test, Rover SD1 vs Talbot Tagora, a clash of forgotten titans. The late 1970s and early 1980s were an intriguing time in the automotive world, marked by bold designs, ambitious engineering, and significant challenges. Among the cars vying for supremacy in the executive saloon market were the Rover SD1 and the Talbot Tagora, two vastly different vehicles with unique strengths and weaknesses. Today, we'll pit these forgotten icons against each other to see which one truly deserves a spot in the annals of automotive history. Styling and design. The Rover SD1, introduced in 1976, broke away from traditional British saloon designs with a sleek, fastback shape inspired by supercars like the Ferrari Daytona. Designed by David Bash, the SD1 was a visual statement, with a long bonnet, wide stance, and clean lines. The car's futuristic dashboard, dominated by a pod-like instrument cluster, reinforced its avant-garde appeal. However, build quality issues often detracted from its otherwise striking appearance. The Talbot Tagora, on the other hand, debuted in 1981 under the stewardship of PSA Peugeot Citroën. It featured a more conservative three-box saloon design with sharp, angular lines. While its styling lacked the flair of the SD1, the Tagora's clean design hinted at practicality and spaciousness. The Tagora also suffered from being a product of corporate compromise, as its development was hindered by budget constraints and changing priorities within PSA. In terms of visual appeal, the SD1 takes the crown for its daring and charismatic design. The Tagora's pragmatic approach, while respectable, simply doesn't evoke the same emotional response. Winner, Rover SD1. Interior and comfort. Step inside the Rover SD1, and you're greeted by a cabin that's as bold as the exterior. The driver-focused dashboard, with its angled controls and pod-like instruments, was ahead of its time. Space in the front was generous. The rear passengers might find headroom compromised due to the sloping roofline. The SD1 also offered plush seats and a variety of trim options, ranging from utilitarian to luxurious in higher-spec Van den Plas models. However, fit and finish were inconsistent, with some materials prone to wear. The Talbot Tagora's interior was a study in simplicity and practicality. It featured a more conventional dashboard layout with clear, easy-to-read instruments and logical controls. The cabin was spacious, especially for rear passengers, thanks to the car's boxy design. Seats were comfortable but lacked the support and refinement of the SD1's higher-end trims. Build quality was solid, albeit unremarkable, and the use of materials was utilitarian rather than premium. While the Tagora excels in practicality and space, the SD1's interior design and comfort give it a slight edge, especially in its higher trims. Winner, Rover SD1. Performance and handling. The Rover SD1 was available with a range of engines, from the humble 2.0-litre four-cylinder to the legendary 3.5-litre V8. The V8 variant, producing around 155 horsepower, delivered strong performance and a satisfying growl. The car's rear-wheel drive layout, coupled with a well-tuned suspension, offered a balanced and engaging driving experience. However, the SD1's steering could feel vague at times, and early models were notorious for reliability issues. The Talbot Tagora's engine lineup included the 2.2-litre four-cylinder and the 2.7-litre PRV V6, with the latter producing 166 horsepower in its SX trim. Despite the V6's decent power output, the Tagora's heavier weight and less sophisticated chassis meant it lacked the agility of the SD1. The ride quality was comfortable, but handling was uninspiring, with noticeable body roll and numb steering. For enthusiasts, the SD1's V8-powered variants offer a more thrilling experience, while the Tagora struggles to compete in terms of dynamics. Winner, Rover SD1. Practicality and usability. When it comes to practicality, the Talbot Tagora shines. Its boxy shape translates to a spacious boot and excellent rear passenger room. The large glass area provides good visibility, and the straightforward design makes it easy to live with. The Tagora's reliability, while not stellar, was generally better than that of the SD1. The SD1, despite its hatchback design, offered less usable boot space due to its sloping rear end. Rear headroom was also compromised, and the car's notorious build quality issues often led to frustrating ownership experiences. That said, the SD1's larger engine options made it a more capable long-distance cruiser. For sheer practicality, the Tagora is the better choice, thanks to its spaciousness and reliability. Winner, Talbot Tagora. Legacy and impact. The Rover SD1 is widely regarded as a flawed masterpiece. Its innovative design and charismatic engines earned it a loyal following, and it even won the European Car of the Year award in 1977. However, its reputation was marred by reliability issues and poor build quality, which tarnished its long-term impact. The Talbot Tagora, in contrast, never achieved the same level of recognition. Its conservative design and lack of standout features relegated it to obscurity, and it was discontinued after just 3 years. While it's remembered as a competent, if unremarkable, executive saloon, the Tagora simply didn't leave a lasting legacy. Winner, Rover SD1. Verdict. In this head-to-head, the Rover SD1 emerges as the winner. Its striking design, engaging performance, and bold ambition make it a more memorable and desirable car, despite its flaws. The Talbot Tagora, while practical and competent, simply doesn't have the charisma or impact to rival the SD1. However, both cars represent an era of ambitious but flawed automotive engineering, and each has its place in history as a testament to the challenges and creativity of its time. Whether you're drawn to the SD1's flair or the Tagora's practicality, these forgotten titans offer a fascinating glimpse into the past.